Pope encourages Marxists and Christians to fight corruption, uphold rule of law. Pope Francis meets with representatives of the Dialogue Transversal Dialogue Project, an initiative that invites socialists and Christians to work for a common ethic, and invites them to build a better future for our polarized world. People who are poor, unemployed, homeless, immigrants, or exploited, as well as all those killed by past dictatorships and turned into rubbish by the throwaway culture of the present. The level of a society's civilization is measured by the way they are treated, the Pope said. Pope Francis reiterated the centrality of the vulnerable as well as the urgency of countering the triple scourge of corruption, abuse of power, and lawlessness, both in politics and in society, in his address on Wednesday with representatives of the Dialogue Transversal Dialogue Project. This is a dialogue project between socialists/Marxists, communists, and Christians aimed at formulating a common social ethic that can be proposed as a new narrative for a Europe in search of its identity, with an integral ecology between the social doctrine of the Church and Marxist social critique at its core. The initiative was born in 2014 after a meeting between Pope Francis, Alexis Tsipras, then president of the Syriza party and later Greek Prime Minister after 2015, Walter Bayer, president of the Party of the European Left, and Franz Kronrieff of the Focolaire movement, both present at the audience. Do not stop dreaming! Pope Francis received this morning, in the Paul VI Hall, before the general audience, 15 members, 7 from the left and 8 Catholics from different European countries, of this association. He shared with them his pain for a world that today appears divided by wars and polarizations and, on the other hand, his encouragement to look to the future and try to imagine a better world. We Argentinians say, don't wrinkle, don't go backwards. And this is the invitation I extend to you too, don't back down, don't give up, don't stop dreaming of a better world. Freedom, equality, dignity, fraternity. It is in the imagination, in fact, that intelligence, intuition, experience, and historical memory meet to create, venture, and risk, the Pope stressed. He recalled how, over the centuries, it has been the great dreams of freedom and equality, of dignity and fraternity, a reflection of God's stream, that have produced progress and advances. In this sense, the Pope indicated 3 attitudes for dialogue to carry out its commitment: the courage to break the mold, attention to the weak, and promotion of a culture based on the rule of law. Turning the tide. Having the courage to break the mold means opening up, in dialogue, to new ways. In an era marked at various levels by conflicts and disagreements, let us not lose sight of what can still be done to reverse the course, he said.